Hello, my name is Abraham Rico. Just want to share with you a little bit of my story, or actually the whole story. I think it'll be best to understand the benefits of what AutoLeap has been for my business. Came a time where my wife was saying, you need to open up your own shop, because I would do side work on the side. I would help other people that were in need of help, and also it would help me out to make some extra money at the time. Our family started to grow. We had 2 kids at the moment during that period. And my wife basically said, you need to get your own shop. I believe you're going to have your own shop. And for me, that was so far-fetched. One, I didn't have the resources, the finances, or anything like that, or I didn't know what that would be. I was just so green in that area. And one day I received an email that got my attention, and the only reason why it got my attention was because the shop that was going out of business happened to be very close to my home. My intentions were not to consider buying it. I just went there to see if I can purchase some equipment or tools. And then from there, the gentleman kept talking and asking me questions, and that went on for some time. And then he finally asked me, well, look, if you're really serious about it, I'll sell it to you. I was like, really? For how? Well, out of curiosity, I'm not in a position to buy anything, but just out of curiosity, what would be your asking price? And he tells me $80,000. But I did tell him, I said, well, if I had $80,000, I'd definitely buy it from you. And that went on for some time. That same day, he kept talking, and then finally he goes to ask me again, well, if you're really, really serious, you seem like a nice guy, I'll sell it to you for $40,000. And I said, $40,000? I was like, wow, that's half off. I didn't even have $40,000. So I said, well, I told him, if I had $40,000, I'd give you 40. Even if I had 80, I'd give you 80. And that went on for again. He talked some more, he asked me some more questions, and he says, I'll tell you what, you seem like a nice guy, I'll offer you to for $20,000. And $20,000, I said, that's at least worth the effort. And I told him, and out of nowhere, before I came to him this time, I felt like in my time of just meditating and praying, I felt God just tell me, you just need to go talk. Just go talk to him. I said to him, how about if I offer you $10,000, and the other 10 I can pay you once I get in. We can make some installment payments or something like that. But you have my word, I will pay you every penny. And without any hesitation, the gentleman replied yes. He said yes, he would. My wife gets a call from her relative, her aunt. And her aunt tells her, I was thinking about what you guys asked, and to keep you in prayer. And she says, I don't know what the details are, but I really feel I want to be part of whatever that is. So she said she felt pressed in her heart and led in her heart to give us $10,000. Just kind of blown away by that's exactly what we need right now. So we accepted her gift to us, and I came back to the guy and I said, I have the $10,000, and we worked out a deal. So it was a challenge. It was a challenge. So I knew I had to, really make everything happen. I had to wear so many hats. Save these. This is how I started. I started doing paper, and I started adding these sticky notes to remember my estimates in case people came back. So I had all these notepads. I was at the mercy of a desk, of a seat, and because we were so short-staffed, it would take up so much time, and I didn't have all that time. So just fast-forwarding, that was a hassle. And processing payments was a hassle because I had to be here, and it was taking away time from being with my family. So just to fast forward, finally we come across AutoLeap. But I knew the one feature that I liked, and why I just knew I had to do it, was because with AutoLeap, I was able to send customers their invoice, send customers their estimates, and that was huge for me. And that was my main thing, because I didn't have to be at the mercy of a desk or a desktop to do that. I was able to go anywhere and get on my computer and do this. For example, the transparency is one. Customers are able to send us message right directly from their phones after they receive an estimate or an invoice. They have the link. They can respond if they have questions once they receive an estimate. but even the ability for me to send them an estimate and get and not have to hound them back, or not have to stop what I'm doing, get on a phone, call them to follow up. I didn't have to do any of that no more. So that saved me so much time from having to be on a phone with them, explaining things to them. I did it all right through the platform. You know, the other feature that was nice was parts. All my parts suppliers are on that same platform. So I didn't have to go back and forth, you know, to write estimates or look up for a price. It was all there. It was all included, all in the same platform. I was able to click on there and see my different options all in one screen. So my revenue definitely skyrocketed, I believe, because I was able to save so much time by doing that, and do what's best, not just for you, but also for your customers. You know, you want to do good for yourself, but when you do good for yourself, you're doing good for others as well, because you extend those same discounts to your people. And it was all just very simple and easy and convenient and resourceful. The results that it brought was it gave me a peace of mind. The results that it brought was it gave me the ability to be flexible. It gave me the ability to spend time at home with my family. And it gave me the ability to increase my revenue tremendously.